everyone. Welcome to my channel Ashwin's Astrology. On 23rd of April 2024, planet Mars will be transiting to its friendly sign, the watery sign, that is Jupiter's sign, Pisces sign, Meena Rashi, and also will be forming a peculiar conjunction with Rahu and debilitated Mercury, who is also present in Pisces sign, and also exalted Venus, who will be there till 25th of April. This transit will bring lot of repercussions, lot of problems to entire world as well as in our individual uh, moon signs also based on where this Rashi falls into. So this video is all about Mars transit predictions. This will be mainly applicable from 25th of April to 30th of April because from 23rd of April to 25th of April, even exalted Venus would be here. So till the time Venus, a natural benefic planet, exalted Venus is present in the Rashi, there will be a Nichbang Rajya forming and also Rahu would be in a control. But as soon as Venus also moves to Aries, that's the problems of Mars, Rahu, Mercury conjunction will start. Because on 25th of April, even Mercury turns direct. At that time, he will be debilitated also and in a deep debilitation also. And that's why it is very important to note that Mars, debilitated Mercury and Rahu definitely causes serious amount of problems. And very soon, Mercury will be moving out of Pisces and will move to Aries sign. So when Mars, Rahu are in close conjunction, which forms in the mid-May, that's when we'll even see the higher amount of results than before. So please stay tuned till the end of the video to know the effects of this conjunction. Firstly, let's know what planet Mars represents and then let's go ahead with it. Mars, Kuja or Angaraka or Mangal, as we say, there's a shloka which says about it. ధరణి గర్భసంభూతం విద్యుత్ కాంతి సమప్రభం కుమారం శక్తి హస్తంచ తం మంగళం ప్రణమామ్యహం. Planet Mars is known for ambitious, commander in chief, courage, competition, physical efforts, goal oriented, leadership, administration, weapons, arguments, police, army, surgeons, sadhana, determination, ashrams, buildings. So Mars is the Bhumiputra, so definitely should be for buildings and also for ashrams because it is a staunch religious planet as well. So that's also one characteristic of Mars which is very well noted. So if you see anyone being very staunchly religious, then there is a connection of Mars to the ninth house because ninth house represents Dharma and Mars is for that staunchness. So, applying these principles, we can detail out the transit predictions of Mars based on the bhava it is occupying from the individual moon sign. I always prefer seeing the transit results from the individual moon sign because most of the karmas we do with the consent of our mind, and moon sign represents our mentality, and that's why I have observed that the transit predictions are majorly applicable from the moon sign rather than from lagna. Even there are 10 to 20% of applicability from lagna also, but majorly I see it from moon sign. So if you know your moon sign, then please do see these transit predictions only from your moon sign. Till now, if you like the video, please like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel and press the bell icon to receive instant notifications. Mars transits to Pisces on 23rd of April 2024. So at this time, if we cast a kundli, this is how it looks like. So Mars will be transiting in Pisces sign, and at that moon will be present in the Kanya Rashi at the last charan, last pada of Chit. Will be both moon also is afflicted in Rahu Ketu axis as well as Mars is also afflicted in Rahu Ketu axis. So this is forming a beautiful Chandra Mangal yoga. Is devoid of the positive results majorly because of being in Rahu Ketu axis. Because Rahu Ketu being a shadowy planets, they try to act like sun and moon, but in a negative way. So it snatches away the power of the other planets, and that's when we'll see the devoidment of the results if the planet is not placed well or if the disposter is not placed well. So this is also very important. Currently, the disposer of Mars, Mercury, Venus, Rahu, all that is Jupiter is in Mesh Rashi, and very soon Jupiter will be combusted by Sun. So this is also a very important point to note, and also to mention, even the Rashadipati of Moon and Ketu is currently debilitated in Pisces sign, and that's why we can see somewhere there is some amount of loss of strength for dispositors of these two angle planets also, and that's why this transit we cannot expect to give good results in nature, and it will have around 80% a negative result itself. So to start with the Mesha Rashi, so if your moon sign is Mesha Rashi, so the predictions would be like this. Your Rashi Adhipati as well as your 8th Lord Mars is transiting to the 12th house of yours, that is that represents expenses and also unwanted travels as well. So being your 8th Lord in the 12th house is kind of a Viprit Rajyog, but he's your Rashi Adhipati first, and Rashipati going to 12th house is definitely not a good one. So this will bring out some unwanted expenditures, and mainly you will spend for your own comfort, for your own luxury, and for your own appeasement as well. So for your own for for fulfilling your wish, you will actually spend unnecessarily, and this is the time you have to control your expenditure. Currently, your ninth Lord Jupiter is in your Rashi, and very soon he'll be moving to second house. So this is good for Dhan Yoga perspective. But the amount of income you will have, you'll not be able to save major part of it, and you'll be spending for your own comfort level. So expenses is something you have to take care very well. Also, your sixth Lord is in the 12th house, debilitated, and will be conjunct with Rahu and Mars, and very soon it will lose the benefic conjunction of Venus also. So you have to even take care of your health also, especially from the cough, cold, fever. These small effects itself will cause major effects, and this will be applicable till May 10th, because after May 10th Mercury moves out of Pisces sign and will move to Aries sign. So until then, even health should be taken care, and also from your workplace perspective, in terms of communication, you will be very quick and spontaneous during this time, because Mars Mercury combination means it's a very quick responsive nature. So at this time you have to be even careful from that matter as well, because of Venus and Mercury in the 12th house. Till now it did not have much repercussions, that you were able to even uh, speak and get your job done with minimal expenses. But now with Venus, lot better, minimize the complete negative effects, but at least to a greater extent. Now coming to Vrishab Rashi. For Vrishab Rashi natives, your Rashi Adhipati is exalted in 11th house. So, and currently deeply exalted when the Mars transit happens. So it's the best position. And your second lord, fifth lord Mercury is in 11th house. Even though debilitated, it will give good results. Because any planets which is placed in the 11th house will always give good results. It's a natural dictum in the scriptures. So your 12th lord in the 11th house as well as your 7th lord in the 11th house generally not considered good, because 12th lord going to the 12th house is good, but also not a good sign. But because it is in the 11th house, which is a wish fulfillment place, this conjunction will prove to be very beneficial for you. So if you have invested anything in the stock markets and are expecting some good gains, this is the time you can reap out the benefits. So this would be an ideal time for you till May 10th to have good amount of effects. After that, once Mercury moves to your 12th house, you might start seeing some reversal trends or some high volatility also in the investments you have made. So for Vrishab Rashi natives, this transit will definitely yield very good results. And also your 10th lord in 10th house and your 8th lord in 12th house, everything will actually give you very good results. So for Vrishabh Rashi natives, this transit is bringing you good results. Next coming to next coming to Mithun Rashi. So for Mithun Rashi, this is happening in the 10th house. So you can expect some unusual or some peculiar incidents at your workplace and also in your profession, in your business. So you have to be if you are into business, you have to be very careful with your customers, because your 7th lord is in 11th house, so that's fine. But from May 1st onwards, once Jupiter moves to your 12th house, you will not even have a partnership relation also if you are into partnership business, and also with customers, with public also, you might face problems. So for people into business, during this time, you have to be little bit careful from terms of speech and also the way you deal with. You cannot be as confident like before. So this is the time period, it will be a bit difficult until Mars Rahu conjunction is there till June 1st. But because all these planets are in the 10th house, it will make you. This transit actually for Mithun Rashi will bring a lot of new work as well, new projects or new expansions as well in your business, because you have to be engaged in some or the other work, and for that you will get a lot of customers as well. But maintaining those customers would be a big deal for you. So this is the area where business individuals of Mithun Rashi has to focus. And coming to career or profession, you might end up staying for long hours at office. Maybe both actually, private and public sector both, because during this is the election time also, so it will be applicable here. So you might end up staying for a longer period of time in office, and also you might expect some unusual behavior of your employees, or unprecedented events also, or peculiar kind of incidents which you won't expect that it could happen in your workplace. Those things also you might start seeing occurring in your workplace. You have to be little bit patient enough, and also be little bit witty enough to handle these incidents. So you cannot lose your calmness, because Mercury is with Mars and Rahu. So this conjunction is enough ignite you or irritate you or compel you to be a little bit arrogant. But you have to make use of your wisdom and also your intellectual capability, which Mithun Rashi and Kanya Rashi, both Mercury Rashis, are blessed with. So make use of it, and try to avoid uh, any kind of these unnecessary situations. So for Mithun Rashi natives, in general, this is a very good transit. But from workplace and from profession or from business point of view, this transit will bring some challenges. But it's not a very big challenge that they cannot overcome, because Mercury current starting, it will be Nichbang Raja, later it will be debilitated, it will give the debilitation results for 10-15 days, then later it will move to Aries and it would be fine. So till 10th of May, for Mithun Rashi, it will be a bit crucial time. And also they have to take care of their health also, because your 6th lord Mars is coming to Mercury and Rahu. So people of Mithun Rashi who are suffering from any piles or any migraine issues or any kind of nervous disorders, skin related issues, please be very careful. So this is one more aspect which we can say for Mithun Rashi natives. Now moving to Karka Rashi. So for Karka Rashi natives, this transit is happening in your 9th house. So this will have major impacts for your father, for your guru, for your managers, or also for your fortune. So Mars Rahu, the 10th lord in 9th house with Rahu, this is a very good combination, considering that it is a natural trikon and also the highest trikon. The third and 12th lord in the 9th house. So Mercury is debilitated currently in the 9th house. Third lord being debilitated, 12th lord being debilitated is a good sign. But in a trikona, so it will spoil some amount of aspects of 9th house. So somewhere you will feel that everything is happening as per your plan, but end you are losing out on a very simple thing. But with the Mars joining this, because Mars is Yoga Karaka for your Rashi, so Mars joining this Rashi will actually get your job done. Because at the time of transit, your Rashidipati was in 3rd house and also was aspected by Mars. So Mars being your Yogaraka, entering to this sign will definitely do major of your uh, works major of your works gets completed during this time. So this is a good transit for Karka Rashi natives. Apart from this, the Ashtama Shani, which is in the that is the Shani in the eighth house, will definitely keep giving you the same problematic results. So with which you have to do a different kind of remedy. That is praying to Shani Dev and also chanting the Shani Bij mantra also. Om Pram Prim Pram Saha Shanashcharaya Namaha. So this is for Karka Rashi natives. Then coming to Simha Rashi natives. So for Simha Rashi natives, this transit is happening in the eighth house. So this whole time period, please avoid any kind of traveling, any kind of road travel, or any kind of sea, or going near to the watery places also. Please avoid that. This is not at all a good time to do that. This is applicable for Mesh Rashi natives also. I sorry I missed it there, but please do consider there as well. So Simha Rashi natives, please don't travel to any watery places, especially, and or to any kind of unnecessary travels also. Please avoid during this time. This time period is very good for your inheritance perspective. If you are fighting any legal suit and if you want it to give instant effects, then definitely once Mars move to Uttarabhadra nakshatra, you can see some good results. But until then, and also for the entire time period, uh, apart from inheritance, you will feel that most of your efforts which you have put into is not coming to the fulfillment, or is not coming to the completion state, and majority of them are failing because eighth house is the Randra Bhav. So we have to be careful, and we have to be a little more tactful. And better remedy for Simha Rashi natives is not to take up any new work or new projects during this time period. Even though your 10th lord is exalted in 8th house, from 25th of April it will be in Aries, you're in your 11th house, which is a good one. But if because 10th and 9th connection, that's a good one. But during this time period, 25th of April to June 1st, Mars Rahu conjunction is not a good one. So it will lead to some unnecessary fights among your family members, and also among your very far relatives also. So for Simha Rashi natives, during this time period, please be a little bit careful. So this is the only thing which I can mention for Simha Rashi natives. So for Kanya Rashi natives, this transit is happening in your seventh house, so it will affect your public life if you are into public life, and also if you are into any profession at a very high position also, this will have some repercussions in those areas as well. Your 10th lord is in, that's your Rashadpati, and 10th lord in 7th house along with Mars and Rahu. So you might face a lot of pressure on you, or some instigations, like you are supposed to do like that, you're forced to act in a certain way which is not desirable for you, or which is something you don't recommend to do, or you have certain set of principles and according to that you don't like to do that. So willingly or unwillingly you will be forced to do certain stuffs, but you have to be very wise enough and witty enough to get avoided from that, because the only strength which Mercury rashis like Kanya and Mithun Rashi has is the intellectual capability. So they have to deal each and every problem with that, because Mercury is also debilitated from 25th of April to May 10th. It will not be able to help you to that level, but trying in a better way is possible, because Jupiter, who is the seventh lord, will be in ninth house from May 1st onwards. So May 1st to May 10th, it is bit easier to manage, but 25th of April to 30th of April, somehow Kanya Rashi natives has to manage. So this is for Kanya Rashi natives. And next moving to Tula Rashi. So for Tula Rashi natives, this conjunction is happening in 6th house. So any sports persons or anyone who is into competitive examination, or to something where you need to win over your enemies, this time period would be highly favorable for you. So anyone who is into kind of litigation or law area also, for advocates of Tula Rashi also, this will be a highly favorable time for you, because your Rashi is already exalted and very soon will move to 7th house, so and join Sun and Jupiter. So this definitely is a good time period, but your Rashadipati also gets combusted from May 9th onwards. So that's also something we need to take care. I'll make a separate video for that. So currently for Tula Rashi natives, from the challenges perspective to win over enemies, this is the time good time period. But for all other perspectives, this is not a good time period, because having too many planets in 612 axis will bring unwanted troubles to you, but you should be courageous enough to fight it over that and also to get the victory. So it's all about how we discipline ourselves and how we actually take the matter. So if you are able to fight up and get the issue resolved, then this is a very good transit. So for Tula Rashi natives, this could be a make or a mar situation also. Next, coming to Vrishchik Rashi. So, for Vrishchik Rashi natives, this transit is happening in fifth house. So, your Rashipati moving to a Trikon stan is a good, but conjunction with Rahu and also the other unpleasant events like debilitated Mercury is not a good one. So, it will bring some amount of arguments with your children, which definitely doesn't go well with your own mental health also, because fifth house is very important for mental health and also for your romantic affairs as well. So if you are into a relationship and if you are expecting some major events to take place in that relation, so this could be a bit troublesome time period. And also because of Mars, your Rashadipati in the fifth house along with Rahu, so this can cause some problems in education for you, especially that is for the students. It can cause some problem for your education. So unnecessary arguments or unnecessary fight with your professors also, it can trigger. So you have to be a bit careful from that perspective as well. So for Vrishchik Rashi natives, this is definitely not a good time period, because your Rashipati going to fifth house is good, but conjunction with Rahu is all that makes difference. So if because Mars Rashis are naturally kind of Rashis which comes with fighting spirit. So please avoid that fighting spirit or minimize that spirit so that you can have a peaceful time period during this time. So next, moving ahead to it, Dhanu Rashi. For Dhanu Rashi natives, this transit is happening in fourth house. So this doesn't go well with your mother and your mother's health, and also from the property or real estate matters. So if you are into any real estate matters and if you want to buy any property, don't go ahead with that. Don't go ahead with that, because Mars Rahu conjunction definitely will make sure that you are due. Because of Mars Rahu conjunction in fourth house along with debilitated Mercury, there will be some problems in the paper documentation itself. And that's why you have to check these stuffs 100 times. And also your Rashidpati will be moving to sixth house. So unnecessarily you have to file a lawsuit, litigation, and then you have to get rid of it. So this is the time period you have to avoid buying any kind of property for the next till next May 2025. Don't get into property matters at all, because we can't predict how Rahu behaves, and conjunction of Mars Rahu, it will lead to some unnecessary fights. And why do you want to make your things only difficult? Because once it steps into lawsuit litigation matters, it will take years to get it resolved. And unless and until your Jupiter is very well placed, we can't expect that to happen. So it is best advised to not get into any property matters or into any real estate investments during this time period. Also, please take care of the health of your mother actually, because both house represents mother, and that's the time that this is the time period you have to be more careful from your mother's health point of view also. Next, moving to Capricorn or Makar Rashi. So for Makar Rashi natives, this transit will happen in your third and ninth house. So you would be more artistic in nature. You would be trying many new things, and you would be putting lot of efforts in many new stuffs also. So your energy, your passion, your determination would be distributed into multiple steps. So if you so because it is distributed into multiple steps, you may not see results, or you may not see favorable results in all these matters. So try to accommodate your energy into one specific area so that you can get complete 100% result in that area. So try to channelize your energy into one area incomplete so that you can have the results also in the same 100% incomplete. So this is for Makar Rashi natives. Next, moving ahead with Kumbh Rashi natives. This is happening in your 2-8 house. So family issues, money or savings, accumulation of money problems, and in speech you have to be 200% careful. Mars Rahu in second house can mar your destiny like never before. You have to be 200% careful, because even though Saturn in the Rashi, it's in a, you are in a peak sadisati, so anything you utter out of your mouth during this time period can bring unwanted and unnecessary incidents in your life, and you'll have to waste complete time period of yours in just battling out or in just defending yourself. So please be very careful in that. And in terms of family issues, in arguments also, try to maintain a good peace among your family members, among your relatives, or avoid any kind of clashes for the next 1.5 months, so that you can have all those after June 1st. So after June 1st, Mars will be out of it and only Rahu will be there. Even having Rahu in second house is also a problem, but at least it will be 1,000 times better than this Mars Rahu conjunction. So for Kumbh Rashi natives, please be very careful in terms of what you speak. Please be very careful in terms of what you intake, especially in food consumption wise. And also please be very careful in your money matters, in your savings. Don't let anyone handle your savings. You handle your money, you handle your savings, you plan your investments. So this is for Kumbh Rashi natives. Next, coming to Meena Rashi natives, the last Rashi in the zodiac. Uh, it is in Mean Rashi only, all the planets are accumulating. So this time you'll be highly pressurized. You will be highly, you'll face a lot of hectic kind of situation where you will not be in a, uh, you will not be in a position to take any kind of decision. So, and also it is not good to take any kind of decision also during this time period. From monetary perspective, this will be a very good time period, but you will spend for some unnecessary stuffs. That is something which you have to avoid. Because of Mars Jupiter exchange, that is 1 2 exchange, it is definitely a very great dhan yoga, but because of Rahu there, so unnecessary or the lavish expenditures also you will take care. But 12th house, Saturn in the 12th house, that is 11th and 12th Lord in the 12th house, is good to cut down your expenses. But Rahu in the Rashi will instigate you. So if you are able to control the energy of Rahu and channelize the good energies of Jupiter, then definitely you can do well during this time period. So this was the Mars transit predictions to Pisces sign. Hope you liked it. Please drop in your feedback and suggestions in the comment box. Until we meet again, thank you and have a good day.